Hi guys, so welcome to my channel leelawebdev. So this is the last video of this HTTP request and all those things. Hello everyone. So today we will dive into the core aspect of the Angular application. That is nothing but testing the HTTP interceptors. Specifically, we will look at how to ensure your interceptors are working correctly using Angular 19 standalone component approach. Let's try to implement this one. Normally, what is an HTTP interceptor? You know about the HTTP interceptor. Already we have learned about this HTTP interceptor. An HTTP interceptor is a mechanism in Angular that allows us to modify HTTP requests and responses globally. Common use cases include adding authentication tokens, logging requests, or handling the errors consistently. So now in this video, we will test an interceptor that appends an authentication token to each outgoing HTTP request. We'll try to see it. So for this one, what I will try to do is, first of all, I will set up the HTTP interceptor for this one. So already we have some interceptors, I think. I don't know. Where we can find. Yeah, here this is our HTTP interceptor. So what I will try to do it is, so this is our logging interceptor and all those things we are having it, right? So let's try to create another interceptor. I will try to create. So let's try to check it here whether we can create it through the CLI. I don't know. I never created ng. Let's try to create here. Yeah, sorry. ngg. Let's see what are the commands available. So whether we can able to create an interceptor or not. So here let's try to check. We'll try to type ng here whether we can able to find the command or not. Let's try to see. Yeah, here we need to type ngg -help, then I can able to get it. So here let's see that whether we can. Yeah, there is an interceptor. So interceptor name. So fine. So let's try to create the components ngg interceptor. Okay, and here I will try to create an auth. Okay, auth interceptor. Let's have a simple auth interceptor. So that what I want to say, the testing file also will be created. So that's the reason I am creating an ngg interceptor auth. So now we have created an interceptor. So here you will be able to see auth.interceptor.ts file and also auth.interceptor.spec.ts file. So here this is our auth interceptor. So this is an HTTP function. Okay. So this is HTTP function. It takes the request which is after HTTP request, and also next means HTTP handler function, this one. So here you will be able to see HTTP handler function. So fine. So here let's say that we have an auth service. We don't have an auth service here. Let's create it in this one only. Let's say that you have an auth.service.ts file. Let's assume. And in this one, so let's see export class auth service. So this is our auth service, and we have an get auth token. Okay. And this one will return the token. Let's assume. So we have some logic which returns a token. So this is our simple auth service. So this is only for the testing purpose. So I am using it injectable, and it is provided in root. It's provided in root. That's it. So now we have an auth service and we have a provided in root, and let's go to the auth interceptor.spec.ts file. Sorry, auth interceptor. And here what I will try to do is, let's try to get the auth service. Auth service is equal to inject of auth service. I am injecting the auth service. That's it. And here, so let's try to get the clone request. Clone request is equal to, so we have the request and I will try to clone it. Okay. So I am adding some extra things. That is nothing but headers. I will add it. And here I can do request dot headers dot append. So I will be appending some headers, and here I will add x-authentication, something like this. I will use authentication. Let's assume. So like this I am adding it, and we will send auth service dot get authentication token. That's it. So now here this is our thing. And here we need to send, instead of request, clone request. So here I will be sending the clone request. That's it. So this is our simple authentication. So now what we need to do? So now we have injected auth service to get the token, clone the request and appended the token to the headers, and we pass the clone request to the next. So fine. Now we need to set up the test bed and all those things for this functional. Let's go to the auth interceptor. And here we are having the HTTP testing controller. So here we have configured the testing, and here you are having the interceptor and all those things. So we are having it. So I don't want to so here we are having this run-in injection context and all those things we are having interceptor. So now here what I will try to do it is, so fine, here we are having the test case interceptor. So we are creating it is creating the interceptor concept, and it is checking that interceptor to be true or not. So fine, so here we need to configure the test bed. So for this one we need to provide the providers. So here we need to add the providers, and the providers, as you already know, the auth service needs to be provided. Okay, and we need to provide HTTP client, and also here we need to add with interceptors. Okay, with interceptors of auth interceptor. That is nothing but this is the auth interceptor, we need to add it. And also what we need to do here, we need to provide HTTP client testing. So this is also need to be provided. That's it. So now we need to get the HTTP testing controller. Let's try to get the HTTP testing controller. So here we will be having the two variables, that is nothing but HTTP testing. So let HTTP testing is equal to, or otherwise which is of type HTTP testing controller. Okay, and also we need to have an auth service. Let auth service, so we need to send a mock response, right? So auth service we need to spy on this auth service. So fine. And here we need to create we need to get the instance of this both. So here we can add it in the before each only. Here in the before each I will try to do one thing. So here we will be calculating something like HTTP testing is equal to testbed dot inject of, here we need to add the HTTP testing controller. That's it. And here also we need to have the auth service also. Auth service is equal to testbed dot inject of auth service. That's it, finish. So this one is also done. So now we need to write the first test case. So what it needs to add, it should add a authentication token. So here it should add an authentication token to outgoing requests. So this is our authentication. So this is our thing. And here in this one, what I will try to do it is, so first we need to create a spy. Why? Because the auth service we need to call the get token auth token method, right? So we need to spy the we need to mock that method. So here constant, let's say the test token, we have a test token in such a way that token, let's assume the token, we have a this one, and here spy on. Okay, spy on. So auth service, so we have a class that is nothing but an auth service, and here I need to spy the that is nothing but get auth token, and here that one should return the value that is nothing but the test token. So that's it. So whenever you try to call this auth service dot get the auth token, then it will try to get it. So here I will be using constant so here I will be calling the method something like I will try to make a request so that we can able to see that interceptor will be working or not, right? So here I will be injecting this HTTP client. Okay, and I will be making a simple HTTP call. So now I need to check that whether the headers has been added or not. So here I will try to check constant request is equal to HTTP testing dot expect one. So here we need to expect only one call has been made to this URL API/config. Okay, and here I can check something like expect request dot headers dot get. So we can get this one, and you can have an X-authentication token, whatever the name we have taken it, right? Authentication token. So the same name we need to use it here where we have used it in auth interceptor. So the same thing we need to use it here. So we are checking that whether the token is available in this one or not. So here this is our auth interceptor, and here we need to check that whether the token, same token, and here I will check to be here dot to be of test token. test token. That's it. So here I will try to do the, so we need to make a request, right? So request.flush. So I don't care about the response and all those things, just I will try to do the response like this. That's it. So now here we used the provided HTTP client testing to mock the HTTP request, and we have spied on this get-out token to return a test token here. So to return the test token, we have written it, and we have used the HTTP testing controller to inspect the outgoing request, and we are verifying that the token header is available or not. So in this way, we will be testing the interceptors in the HTTP. So this is the function way. So if you want to do the what I want to say is in the client, in the class way means, so then there is a different way which we can do it is. So for this one is I will try to explain you in the next video, so about that one. So hope you understood about this concept. So if you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comments below to this video. And if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you.